Hello everyone, Johnny Minder here. And today I'm exceptionally streaming, as I said during yesterday's stream, at the end of yesterday's stream, and also in the post on YouTube, because we are watching the partner showcase Nintendo Direct. As you can already see, also in the thumbnail, but also hopefully on the screen, we are watching the Japanese version called Nintendo Direct Soft Mecha Line Up, and then of course we have the date, which goes from year, month, and day in Japanese. Quite useful, I'd say. And yes, you might wonder, if you haven't seen the post or caught yesterday's stream, why I'm doing this, why I'm doing it now, after it went live. That's because, unfortunately, as we have seen during the previous Pokemon Presents, I have technical limitations that prevent me from having a decent, at least decent quality by watching it live. But luckily, it's better, at least it's somewhat watchable by watching it immediately after, when the video is ready, and instead of it being live. And so yes, we can we can start watching, and hopefully it will work. I check one last time if it has already been added, because I thought of watching it on Switch 2 in the news section, as that should give us even better quality. But if it doesn't, if it isn't there, then I simply watch it here on the Japanese channel. Let's see. Unfortunately, it isn't there, so we just have to watch it on the Japanese channel. I have already seen it live, not the Japanese version, but the Western one, since I'm from Italy, on the Italian channel. But we can, by watching it, the Japanese version, not only it makes more sense considering that my channel is dedicated to learning Japanese with video games, but also usually there are some differences, and so that it will at least be partially blind. So let's get it ready. I have to change, not this, because unfortunately we have to slightly lower the quality, but this way it should work at least somewhat decently. That is, at least we'll actually see the whole video and not only parts of it. as we have unfortunately tested with the Pokemon Presents. Before starting, I'll comment some more the well, we can increase the size, also not putting it in full screen, so oops, okay, it's actually starting there, so let's go back a little. Yes, as you can see, Nintendo Direct is actually written with our alphabet. Then we have the software maker line napp. Software maker are the third parties in Japanese, literally soft makers. Of course, it can be also plural, and in this case, it definitely is. And then we have line napp, also from English, line up, but there's the doubling of the N. There's also a version with Rhine up, but honestly, at least in these Nintendo Directs, I've only seen this one. And the writing at the bottom says Mamonaku Hoso ga hajimarimasu. Mamonaku, literally without even an intermission time in between. Ma is the interval, an interval of time in this case. Mo, the inclusive particle, so also even. Naku, from the adjective nai, there isn't, absence of something is absent. We change it the into ku to have the adverb. Then we have ho so. Ho so means transmission. Ga, the subject particle. And last but not least, the verb hajimarimasu, from hajimaru, which means something begins, to begin, the intransitive form of the verb. And so, yes, the transmission starts. Which it's a U verb, Kodan verb, and so we change the U into I to then add masu. Masu is the way to have the polite version of the verb in the present tense. And so, without in a short time, without an interval of time, literally, the transmission begins, or also will begin, because more often than not, the present is also used for the future in Japanese. And so, yes, we can actually start watching it. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's try it. Wait, let's actually check a second. Because maybe if I go back and then open it again, because as you can see from the length, this was actually the video of the stream fully. Let's see if we can go back a second. can find a version that works even better. Let's not see the... We've barely seen them, but of course if... No, we have to do with that version, but... Oh well. And yeah, it wasn't smooth at all, even that way, but trust me, live would have been much worse, as you can see yourself if you check the Pokemon Presents. So let's open it back. Luckily, it's where we left it. Let's go back a little so that first and foremost is slightly more loaded, even though it is loading, as you can see, and see if the new oh, we can also see this. I won't translate it fully. Well, I'll translate it, but I won't explain the grammar in this case. In this video, this projection, the are included presentations of the game soft, so games, with off, literally, with say in English, 18 plus age rating. And so, and then it asks to be mindful of the contents we'll watch and listen to. So simply the age rating warning, of course. And so let's try to actually make it. Let's see how it works this time. Yeah, as usual, the audio is perfect, luckily. The video is kind of struggling, but at least we are seeing everything. Luckily, in this case, it's just the new direct intro, so... Okay. Let's see our first announcement. And yes, it's this one, also in this version. Yeah, Capcom.
僕たちの国は石化現象によって人々が住む場所を追われつつあります。それが原因で国同士が争い戦争に発展しようとしています。
お前は我が国で唯一のデウスライダーだ。
私たちはもうどうにもならないところまで追い詰められてしまっているの。
僕は行かないといけない。通してもらうよ。
You
音がする。
the subtitle.
音が重なって聞こえるよ。
The Two Dragons of Destiny.
皆さんこんにちは。ソフトメーカータイトルの最新情報をお届けするニンテンドーダイレクトソフトメーカーラインナップ。
はい、
最初にご覧いただいたのはニンテンドースイッチ2のタイトルモンスターハンターストーリーズ3運命の総流です。滅びの道をたどる世界で運命に抗うライダーたちの物語にご期待ください。さてこのダイレクトではスイッチ2とスイッチ両タイトルの情報をお届けしていきますが、タイトルを紹介する前にここに発売する本体のロゴが表示されます。両方のロゴがあればどちらの本体にも発売するタイトルを紹介します。まずは任天堂スイッチで発売するタイトルをご紹介します。ヘッドラインをご覧ください。今も昔も塊というものありけり、転がして巻き込んで大きくするゲーム塊魂シリーズの完全新作が任天堂スイッチに登場。ステージは江戸の町から始まり、大海原や砂漠、さらには恐竜まで時代を超えて世界を転がし尽くす。アイテムを駆使して豪快に転がしたり、王子たちの見た目をカスタマイズすることも。さらに今作はオンライン対戦も楽しめる。大きな塊を作ってポイントを稼げ。そしてゲーム楽曲の素敵ソングは全て一新。おなじみの方から新たなアーティストの参加も。転がして転がして時代もまとめて巻き込み尽くせ。ワンスアポンは塊魂は10月23日発売。このダイレクト終了後予約受付を開始。もうすぐ発売。ソフトラインナップ。ホロライブのメンバーが集う花札アドベンチャーホロの花札。炭治郎たちの戦いは次なる舞台へ。鬼滅の刃日の神血風炭2。恐怖に満ちた水族館の謎を解け、アクアリウムは踊らない。生誕40周年シリーズの原点が集結。グラディウスオリジンコレクション。あまたのロボットアニメが夢の共演。スーパーロボット対戦 Y。 誰かじゃないあなたを探す学園 RPG バレット。一人でもみんなでも気軽に爽快なゴルフが楽しめるみんなのゴルフワールド。獣耳たちの喫茶店で癒しのひとときを。獣ティータイム。ノンストップ連撃アクション忍び復讐の斬撃はこのダイレクト終了後体験版を配信開始。ここからはスイッチ2またはスイッチ2とスイッチの両方に発売するソフトを紹介します。ヘッドラインをご覧ください。限界突破の戦いが今始まる。ドラゴンボールの 3D 対戦アクションシリーズ最新作ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロが登場。操作可能な挑戦士は180以上。エピソードバトルでは孫悟空たち8人の目線で原作に沿ったバトルが体験できる。選択やバトルの結果によってはイフストーリーが展開することも。カスタムバトルではキャラクターやセリフなどを選択しあなただけのバトルが楽しめる。演出したバトルを世界中のプレイヤーと共有可能。そして新たにジョイコンのモーションコントロールに対応。キャラクターになりきって技を繰り出すことも。天地を揺るがす限界突破の ドラゴンボールバトルを体感せよ。ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロは11月13日発売。
Yep, this November.
このダイレクト終了後予約受付を開
And
始。
of course, the start of the pre-orders.
脱走は確保。
Okay, another new game.
4匹の動物チームと2体のロボットチームに分かれて鬼ごっこ、フリットプリズナー。動物チームはステージ内のゲートから脱出できれば勝利。
Free and
対するロボ
prisoner.
ットチームは動物たちを捕まえれば勝利。脱出ゲートを開くには動物のうんぴとおぴっこが鍵となる。このステージは決められた数のうんぴをトイレに流せば脱出ゲートがオープン。一方脱出を阻止するロボットチームは監視カメラなどを利用し動物チームを取り締まる。ロボットの方が足は速いがうんぴをすれば振り切ることも。動物とロボット勝つのはどっち？フリットプリズナーはこの冬配
Ah,
信。
this winter. Yes, that's a
任
Japanese
天堂
game.
スイッチ
The
2ピックアップタイトル。
pick up as
Welcome to the party, Pac-Man!
and so as selection.
Yummy!
And yeah,
パックマンワールド2がフルリメイクされて登場。森や氷の上などステージごとにさまざまなアクションを駆使して突き進め。そしてパワーアップしたボスがパックマンを待ち受ける。さらには2人協力プレイにも新たに対応。
co play.
パックマンワールド2リパックは9月25日発売。このダイレクト終了後予約受付を開始。
Had this the original as a kid. Never finished it.
エーペックスレジェンズが 任天堂スイッチ2に登場。3人1組の20チームが生き残りをかけて戦うバトルロイヤル。
Battle Royale.
そして3種類のゲームを入れ替わりで楽しめるミックステープ。これらおなじみのモードはスイッチ2でより高精細により滑らかにプレイできる。チームを組んで勝利を目指せ。エーペックスレジェンズは新シーズンショーダウンの開始に合わせて8月6日配信。
This August.
皇位継承を繰り返しながら数千年にわたる戦いに挑むロマンシングサガ2リベンジ・オブ・ザ・セブンが任天堂スイッチ2エディションで登場。
Same title as in English.
解像度やフレームレートが向上しロード時間も短縮。さらにゲームバランスや UI を調整した無料アップデートをスイッチ2エディションとスイッチの両方に配信。本作はこのダイレクト終了後配信開始。
At least that update also to Switch also. Other than the
焚き火をしませんか？
I wonder if Switch 2 edition there will be
これは
upgrade
焚き火のゲームです。焚き火を大きく育てることが目的です。木材を割って並べて着火。でも闇雲にやっていても焚き火を育てるには火の勢いに合った薪をくべて酸素を通りやすくし温度を下げないようにするのがポイント。水分を多く含む薪は直接くべず乾かして火力を上げたい時は息を吹きかけて時にはじっと待つことも必要。マシュマロを焼いたり花火をしたり雨や雪の中でもできますが基本ができてから臨むことをお勧めします。さらに USB カメラがあればお互いの顔を見ながら焚き火ができます。火を囲むと普段はしないような会話もできるかもしれません。スイッチ2で焚き火をしてみませんか？チルッと焚き火ソンはこのダイレクト終了後配信開始。
Funny enough, we get the title
ドラゴンクエスト 1&2 の新情報をご紹介。
transcription. Of
勇者ロトの血を引く主人公がたった一人で世界を闇に覆う竜王討伐に挑むドラゴンクエスト1。原作の1対1のバトルから1対複数に変化。一方主人公には特技が追加され新たな戦いが待っています。そして道中にはまだ見ぬ強敵が。1の世界から長い年月が流れたドラゴンクエスト2。再び魔王の脅威にさらされた世界でロトの血を引く子孫たちが冒険に出ます。剣技でモンスターに立ち向かうローレシアの王子、武器と呪文を扱う魔法戦士サマルトリアの王子、攻撃と支援を呪文でこなす魔法使いグーンブルクの王女。さらに本作では新たにサマルトリアの王女が仲間に加わります。体術と魔法による攻撃を得意とする彼女はなぜ冒険に同行することになったのか。そして4人による冒険の展開とは。 HD2D 版ドラゴンクエスト3から続く新たに紡がれるロトの物語。ドラゴンクエスト 1&2 は10月30日発売。新たによみがえるドラゴンクエスト 1&2 をお楽しみに。さらに任天堂スイッチソフトドラゴンクエスト3にスイッチ2に向けてより鮮明なグラフィックと滑らかな画面表示になる無料アップデートをこのダイレクト終了後から配信します。続いてはこちらをご覧ください。
And since it's by Koei Tecmo this, we get it to see it even though it's related to Nintendo.
隙を見せれば牙を向いてくるでしょう。この国を滅ぼすまで。
盟約を果たす時です。
ハイラルに助けを求めるなどなぜだ。
この力は危うすぎる。
Zelda Musou Fuin Senki. Musou is the Warrior series in Japanese. Chronicles of the Imprisonment War in Japanese. And then this teaser. This is our quote-unquote link.
ご覧いただいたのはゼルダ無双封印戦記の最新映像です。ゼルダ姫とラウルたちの知られざる物語が体験できる本作はこの冬発売予定です。続報をお待ちください。引き続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Now the headlines.
東西の竜激突。
Nice.
北道の世界で竜と呼ばれる男は一匹でええんですわ。あんたもそう思いますやろ。
竜が如く極み2が任天堂スイッチ2に登場。東京カムロ町と大阪蒼天堀2つの歓楽街を舞台にかつて堂島の竜と呼ばれた伝説の男桐生一馬と関西の竜と呼ばれる最強の極道堂田龍二が激突。
よっしゃ思う存分暴れたれ。
本作のバトルではプレイヤーと敵の位置に応じて攻撃のモーションとリアクションが常に変化。拳で武器で身の回りの状況を生かし戦い抜け。 プレイスポットももちろん健在。ダーツ、カラオケ、ゴルフなどいろいろな街遊びが楽しめる。
どいつもこいつもバカばっかりだ。
関東の極道組織の存亡をかけた戦いだ。
2人の竜の死闘が今始まる。竜が如く極み2は11月13日発売。そして
私は遥か。
シリーズの原点を描いた竜が如く極み、解像度やフレームレートなど任天堂スイッチ2向けにパワーアップして同日発売。
かかってこい。
Currently playing Zero.
融合させては
Quite enjoying it.
あなたはある組織のエージェントとして異常現象に満ち崩壊した未来と崩壊寸前の過去を行き交い、この世界の謎に迫っていく。未来では人類の亡骸から生まれたオーファンと呼ばれるクリーチャーが限られた資源から弾薬や物資を作り出し戦いに挑む。だが倒しても油断はできない。他のクリーチャーに融合されてしまうとより凶悪な存在へと変貌を遂げる。倒した後の処理を怠ってはならない。過去へは時空の歪みから遡ることができ、そこで出会う人物たちからエッセンスを抽出すると自らの能力を高められる。ただし能力向上の代償として幻聴や幻覚をもたらし蝕まれていく。世界が崩壊した原因とは、そしてあなたが背負う使命とは。クロノス・ザ・ニュー・ドーンは9月5日配信。このダイレクト終了後予約受付を開始。特別課外活動部始動。
次は岩戸台。
午前0時、影時間が動き出す。ペルソナ3リロードが任天堂スイッチ2に登場。影時間には人の心を食らう異形の存在シャドウがはびこる。高校生の主人公は心の力ペルソナを覚醒させ、特別課外活動部の一員として影時間の謎に迫る。昼間は生徒として学園生活を送る。仲間との絆はあなたの力となっていく。夜はシャドウとの戦いが待っている。ペルソナを召喚し弱点を突くなど戦略的に立ち回ることが重要だ。さらにペルソナ同士を合体させると新たなペルソナが作り出せる。日常と隠された世界の狭間で生きる意味に向き合う青春 RPG。 ペルソナ3リロードは10月23日発売。このダイレクト終了後予約受付を開始。任天堂スイッチ2ピックアップタイトルその2。病気の魔女を救うため小さなネズミが薬探しの冒険へ。鍵となるのが魔法のリュック。登ったり引っ張ったり、こんなアクションも。世界を探索し薬の材料を集めていく。オフラインでもオンラインでも最大4人の協力プレイが可能。ちっちゃなネズミのおっきな冒険が始まる。ヘラは2026年発売。黒魔導士や召喚士などさまざまなジョブを組み合わせて部隊を編成し自分だけの戦術で戦うタクティカル RPG ファイナルファンタジータクティクスが追加要素を収録してよみがえる。
彼に同情するのか。
フルボイスに対応した本作ではキャラクター同士の会話を多数追加。さらに新たな難易度や物語を振り返る機能の追加など遊びやすさを強化。英雄譚の陰に隠された真実とは。暮らし時々。
Expected we saw more of a tactics. Nice. Wait, we didn't see what he said. Let's see if we can go back a little.
暮らし時々。
Okay. A game not in the other direct. Honestly, for the best, considering the reputation this kind of game has there. It's the one that got...
人里離れた山あいの集落花月村。ここに迷い込んだ主人公は新たな暮らしを始めます。広大な庭、豊かな自然、昔ながらの生活、どこか懐かしい場所、四季折々ゆったりと流れる時間。そして日が暮れていくほど村はひときわ静かに。そう、静かすぎるほどに。ほの暮らしの庭は2026年7月30日発売。もうすぐ発売。ソフトラインナップその2。2人1組のクロスアクションで新たな冒険の舞台へ。イーステンクラウドノーディクス。水彩タッチで描く長くも短い旅の物語、ディアミー・アイワス。実際の試合データに基づいた最もリアルなアメフトを体感。 EA スポーツマッデン。風そよぐこの街で牧場ライフを始めてみませんか。牧場物語レッツ風のグランドバザール。危険を冒す覚悟を決めて銀河系で成り上がれ。スター・ウォーズ無法者たち。カスタマイズした自分だけのメカで天地をかけろ。デモンエクスマキナタイタニックサイオン。自らの手でチームを勝利に導け。 EA スポーツ FC。 暴れ方無限大。シューティング RPG ボーダーランズ4。桃太郎電鉄2、あなたの街もきっとある。桃太郎電鉄の最新作が任天堂スイッチ2と任天堂スイッチに登場。今度の桃鉄はなんと東日本と西日本に分かれた2つのマップを収録。分かれた分これまで以上にマップが詳細になっているので、あなたの身近な街も見つかるかも。登場する物件駅は東と西を合わせて前作の約3倍のおよそ1000駅。物件はシリーズ最大ボリュームの6000件以上を収録。東日本では徳川15代クイズや雪国ならではのラッセル社カード。西日本では渦潮を通って海底に進んだり、種子島でロケットの打ち上げなど地域ならではの要素が盛りだくさん。さらにパーセントボンビー、マイナースボンビーなど新たなゲストボンビーも登場。スイッチ2エディションではみんなの表情を見ながら楽しめるカメラプレイを発売日以降に無料アップデートで追加。新たな桃鉄が2つのマップで始まる。桃太郎電鉄2、あなたの街もきっとあるは11月13日発売。桃太郎電鉄の完全新作が登場します。東日本と西日本の 2つに分かれたマップによって緻密になった路線をぜひお楽しみに。次が最後の発表になります。こちらをご覧ください。
かの扉は時を渡る魔法。数百年の時間を貫く道なり、この扉より希望の勇者たちが旅立てる。
3DCG とドットを融合した HD2D シリーズに初のアクション RPG が登場します。蛮族がはびこる世界フィレビルディア。この世界の一角に加護の魔法によって繁栄を維持してきたヒューザー王国があります。物語は未開の地で新たな遺跡が発見されたところから動き始めます。王国を出て調査に向かうのは冒険家エリオット。
困難を乗り越えるのが冒険家ですから。
そして相棒の妖精フェイ。
私フェイっていうの、妖精よ。
2人は加護の魔法が届かない外の世界へと旅立ちます。旅の途中ではさまざまな蛮族との戦いが待ち受けています。バトルは相手の動きをよく見て攻撃のチャンスを伺うことが大切です。武器は隙が少なくバランスのいい剣、遠くから敵を攻撃できる弓、振り回したり敵を引き寄せる鎖鎌など全7種なのですが、これだけではありません。冒険の途中で入手できる魔石の組み合わせによってそれぞれの武器を強化することが可能です。お気に入りの組み合わせを探してみてください。
いい感じだね。
妖精のフェイも敵を攻撃したりアイテムを拾ったり、1人でそれぞれを操作することも2人で操作することも可能です。フェイはいろんな場面で手助けとなってくれます。そして彼らはまだ知りません。1000年の時を超える冒険が待ち受けることを。冒険家エリオットの千年物語は2026年発売。このダイレクト終了後、先行体験版を配信します。プレイ後アンケートも実施しますので、皆様のご感想をぜひお寄せください。
まだ世界が無であった時、はじめに母なる神オルサが生まれ、この世界オルステラを作る。
旅に出るか、頃合いだろう。今のお前なら
炎を放ってやったぞ。たった一人で何してる。
シュベール、もう一度ここでみんなの笑顔が見たいよ。リッシュベールをもう一度取り戻す。それとも故郷を奪った奴らを探して。
オルステラ大陸で描かれるゼロから始まる物語。オクトパストラベラーゼロは2025年12月4日発売。
いかがでしたか。今回の任天堂ダイレクトソフトメーカーラインナップは以上になります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
Thanks for watching. We get to see the games again. Nice. The fun is a game, not in the Western Direct. And then we have post this one and modern version. And last but not least, the Square Enix new games. Okay, we can stop the video here. And we can see that the writing here says the transmission, well, let's read it first. Hoso wa shuryo itashimashita. Goran itadaki arigatou gozaimashita. Hoso, again, transmission. Wa, topic particle, written as ha. Shuryo, the end, as in the noun, but we can add the verb to do. In this case, a humble form, itasu. We changed it, it's a u verb, Kodan verb, so we can change it into I, to then attach again mashita, which is the past form of the polite register. We have seen before at the start masu, the present one. This one is the past one, mashita. Then we have goran, which is the honorific form of the verb to see, to watch, combined with itadaki from itadaku. You might have heard it in the expression itadakimasu when one receives the food. It's another humble form. And yes, in this case, receive in the sense of making us the favor of watching. We, again, it's a u verb, Kodan verb. We change it into I to have this suspensive form in this case. So, for the favor, you made us the favor of watching, and then we have arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you. From the usual arigatou gozaimasu, but in the past form, because as we have seen again from the mashita above. So yes, we have watched the Nintendo Direct. Unfortunately, even this by watching it after, we got not great quality. So next time I'll keep on watching if when this Direct gets added to the news section on Switch 2, and if it's not too long after, I consider watching that next time in the hope of getting better quality. But yes, we got to watch anyway the Japanese version. By going through it this way, we got of course again just like in the Western version, Monster Hunter Stories 3. As I said, quite happy to see it. Quite cute. Monster Hunter isn't for me, but mainline Monster Hunter because of the controls, especially. But I'm quite curious to try the Stories games. I have the first two. It's just a matter of me finding the time for them and then playing this one. Then what we got? Yes, a new Katamari. Also, haven't got the chance to play them yet. Luckily, there are now several of them on Switch and Switch 2. So, nice to see a new Katamari. In Japanese, we have seen it's still called Katamari Damacy, Soul of the Lamp. as in what you roll up in the and funny enough, once upon a Katamari Damacy, the first part written in English, but of course written in katakana. Then what we're seeing, some games that weren't in the Western Direct, some upcoming ones. I see here there was also a previous one, but I can see it from this preview. Not going in the specific part just because I don't trust. Want to avoid technical difficulties if possible. But yes, the Demon Slayer game, upcoming Demon Slayer game. Yes, it was a HoloLive game, I think. Then this one. Of course, Super Robot Tyson Y. We've seen it in also in the previous Direct. I think only the Japanese one again. Even though I think it's coming also outside of Japan. Not that like it matters anyway. It's just more convenient, but luckily Switch 1 and 2 aren't region locked. It's just a matter of having Japanese account or importing it if it has a physical release and so on. Everybody's Golf, looking forward to it. Then last but not least, Kemono game as anthropomorphic animals, but more with human characteristics. And then here, what? Yes, Shinobi, of course. Also quite looking forward to it, even though it will slightly compete with the game releasing now. Then we got Sparkling Zero. Happy to see it coming to Switch. Also Switch, surprisingly, Switch 1 and 2. Had the Budokai Tenkaichi games on Wii. Quite enjoyed them. And this is practically the same. Let's be honest. At least based on what I've seen, including this Direct. Then what did we have? We had... yes, this... another... it was Free or Prisoner, I think it was called. Or at least a play on that. Quite the Japanese game, and of course it was exclusive to the Japanese Direct, but funny. Seemingly, as we have seen also in the previous, in the Switch 2 Direct, there was Obakeidoro 2. So apparently this Onigokko, called in Japanese, so these chasing games are quite popular there. Then we got Pac-Man World 2 Repack, not sure its name in Japanese now. So yes, the remake of Pac-Man World 2. As I mentioned during it, I had it as a kid on GameCube, but I've never finished it because I got stuck at a certain point. Not sure exactly where and especially why. In the meantime, luckily thanks to the remake of the first one, I got to play it and quite enjoyed it. there was one part where I almost got stuck, but luckily I found out how to progress this time, so I've actually finished it. Then Apex Legends, of course, for those interested in it, not me particularly. This chill game about making campfire. Was thinking of the Italian word falò. Funny that he uses the switch to camera also. But we've got to see it also in the Western presentation. Of course, being the Japanese presentation, they couldn't not show more Dragon Quest. Nice that I didn't know that the protagonists of the second one were all princes and princesses, plural in the latter case, at least in this remake, thanks to the additional one. Quite looking forward to it. I'm still playing Dragon Quest 3 Remake. Quite enjoying it overall. Ah yes, and also the free upgrade for Dragon Quest 3, perfect, so I get to enjoy it. Of course, then we got the inevitable would have been quite surprised if they hadn't shown it, Age of Imprisonment. As I quickly mentioned, the Japanese title is Zelda Musou Fuin Senki. Zelda, of course, again, our princess, titular princess. Musou is the Japanese name for Warriors games. And then we have Fuin Senki. Ki is added at the end for Chronicle. And then we have Fuin to sealing. And then we have also Sen, so fight, in this case war. War in Japanese is said senso, so this could be also literally just fight, but it could be an abbreviation for senso, war. And so literally chronicles of the war of imprisonment, of the fight of imprisonment, of sealing, to stick to the Japanese. Then what we got? Yes, Kiwami 2, nice. As I mentioned, I'm currently playing Yakuza 0. Quite enjoying it. Didn't appreciate, well, it's nice for those who don't have it, Kiwami Switch 2 edition, because I'm waiting for the Switch one that I got to pre-order, a physical copy. And I doubt there will be an upgrade pack, but please surprise me, Sega. Just like you did with Sonic Racing Crosswords, which is getting an upgrade pack. Perfect. Then what we got? Ah, yes, I think the Bluebird Team horror game. Not for me again, because horror isn't my cup of tea. But looks cool. Is an interesting concept and so on. Absolutely love that we are getting Persona 3 Reload also on Switch 2. I'm currently playing Persona 5 Tactica, and after that I'll have finished playing all the Persona 5 games, so after that I'll jump into this one. We'll see if we ever get to play them on the channel, but of course it will be in quite a while, considering they're quite difficult from a language perspective. Then what we got? Yes, more Persona. Here, what was? Yes, Hela. Or don't remember if it was pronounced Hela in this one and the previous, and also the Western Direct. But interesting concept, pretty cool. Would like to give it a try, and also nice that it has a co-op. Of course, we got to see more Final Fantasy Tactics. I got to play on emulator. Yes, I think I'm pretty sure emulator. Advance. Never finished it, but I've heard great things about the first Final Fantasy Tactics game, and so I'm looking forward to it. Then, yes, we got the whole Yomawari, I think it's called, the series, and farming game. The accidentally leaked one by its own company, I'm pretty sure. But yes, cute. And honestly, despite the horror element to it, I'm more interested. This one could be not excessive for me, and so I might eventually play it. Then what we got? This might be... yes, this was another upcoming title, so I think I switched to... Yes, I switched to version of Romancing Saga 2, I think. Sorry, let me check, since I unfortunately, considering that this is coming, and I'm not sure it will have an upgrade version. Let me check a second. Yes, Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. Check the title since it's behind me. But nice for those interested in it. This beautiful game by the Another Code Hotel Dusk developers. Ching, I don't remember the pronunciation, but Dear Me, don't remember the full title, but quite an interesting game. Definitely want to play it at some point. Then, of course, our usual sports games. I think Madden here, then Star Wars Outlaws. Of course, the other EA game, sport game, FIFA. And then, of course, being the Japanese direct, we got to see, not sure, I think maybe a Switch 2 edition of a previous one, or not completely sure, honestly, because I haven't checked them yet. But, of course, a new Momotaro Dentetsu game. Would like to try them at some point. Potentially also for the channel, but it's quite complex for now. Well, could play it as a just for fun game. But yeah, not... a little too difficult also for that, honestly, even if I didn't just to follow what's happening on screen. For others who still don't know Japanese, of course, we'll try to learn it as it's the purpose of this channel. Then what we got, I think it's more or less everything. And last but not least, two new Square Enix games. an action RPG. As I we got the 3 weapon types. I think they mentioned 7. We got to see sword, bows, and chain sickle. Not sure, don't remember its English name. Which is, well, this one we can actually go to its title. If it loads, try. Let's see. No, slightly earlier, I think.
15年12月4日発売。
Yeah, of course, the other game, Octopath Traveler 0. I haven't played the other Octopath Traveler games, even though I have them. I should play them before this one, but although maybe considering the 0, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to, especially both, maybe one, and even that would be stretching it, but... Or I could start playing the Octopath Traveler games from this one. We'll see. Let's go slightly... Yes, like here. Okay. More or less we are there. Wanted to show and comment the title. Yes, we got it here. Even though it's here it says about the debut demo. Let's just focus on the title. As I mentioned, it's Adventurer Eliot's Tale of 1,000 Years. But let's see it in Japanese. It's Boukenka Eriotto no Sennen Monogatari. We have Bouken, adventure. We add the suffix ka to get adventure er. Unfortunately, we can't do all the words in English with the same suffix, but it works in this case for adventurer. Eliot, the name of our character, of our protagonist. No, as usual, the possessive particle. And then we get sen nen. Sen is 1,000. You can add then other numbers before it to have two. For example, ni sen. Ni is 2, so 2,000. And so on. Sanzen, because as we'll see, there are some phonetic changes. 3,000, but we'll study the numbers when the time comes. And then we have nen, which you might have spotted the kanji in several all the dates, because it's the one kanji for year. And so sennen, 1,000 year. And last but not least, monogatari, a compound word from mono, thing, as in object. As I mentioned, I think before, there's another word, koto, for thing, as in matter. And then gatari, from katari, kataru. Kataru means to narrate. And so, narration of things, literally. And so, yes, a story, a tale. There are some quite famous works in Japanese literature that are monogatari, so tale of, for example, the most famous one, most likely, Genji Monogatari, the Tale of Genji. And so yes, we got the冒険家エリオットの千年物語, adventurer Elliot's Tale of 1,000 Years. Then we won't check the debut demo or the writings below it. And with that, we have seen all the announcements, commented more on them. And so I'd say we can end the stream here. Again, I'm sorry that unfortunately the quality wasn't the best. I'll keep an eye on, as I mentioned, I'll keep an eye on when, if the video shows up also on the in the news section on Switch 2, as that, if my hypothesis is correct, should give us the best quality next time. But I'm glad that we managed to watch it somehow, in some way, and to comment about it. And we got, as I mentioned, some surprises, since there are differences, despite me watching the Western version before it. So, yes, I'd say we can end it here. I'll see you tomorrow for our usual streams. We'll hopefully finish The Legend of Zelda, the Famicom Disk System game. And if we finish it early enough, we might start the next series also tomorrow. Okay. See you next time.